Oh, I know. This is gorgeous. I'm going to show one of my
good
friends.
Shape, though. It's in really good shape. That's what I said. You know what I mean? Chalk paint. That's all you gotta do is chalk paint it.
If they're really bad, but otherwise I'd like to keep the wood.
That one, yeah. Like it probably would. Well, I don't know. You could
like if the veneer's
actually.
coming off.
Yeah. And shouldn't there be a mirror in there?
No.
There's not?
No, there shouldn't be.
Really? Oh.
It's to hang the... This was like...
A wardrobe? Yeah, but I thought there was a mirror on, like a flat mirror here. I thought, I didn't know. I have no idea. I'm making it up in my head. I'm like trying to say what I would want.
They only had like 3 outfits. They knew what they looked like by then.
Right, yeah, I know.
They didn't have to curl their hair.
Yeah, they didn't have to deal with all.
Hello there. Welcome to the Carla's Decades of Decor. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If not, welcome back to the channel. So, I got just a little bit of video at the Goodwill, and that style of furniture is absolutely gorgeous. It had style. Now, there were some issues with a little bit of the veneer on the dresser, and then there was the vanity with the mirror. But for $40, I mean, that's good, solid furniture. Then I went over to check out the 2 wardrobe chests that they had when that lady came over and started talking in chalk paint. And I'm like, oh, chalk paint. Okay, chalk paint is okay. This is my personal opinion. Everybody feels differently. Sometimes I think, wow, if it's going to save a piece and somebody's going to want to put it in their home instead of chopping it up and sending it to the landfill, and they want to paint it, well, it's saving it. Maybe they'll start to appreciate it, regret painting it, maybe get some other items, realize how good made and what style the furniture had back then. But I guess I'm not at that stage. So if the piece has a lot of problems and you have to sand it down, and that veneer really is hard to repair when it's chipped up and broken, then that's fine if you want to sand it down and chalk paint it to actually save the piece, unless you don't mind a little bit of it missing and you cover it with a dresser scarf or a doily or something. But if at all possible, I know I like to save the furniture. So the wardrobe chests, again, people back then, they didn't have closets, and so they would have a wardrobe chest, and they probably only did have a couple outfits, and one of them was their Sunday church outfit, so they really didn't need closets. But they're absolute, for $40 for a wardrobe chest. I've got one upstairs that I use, and I put my linens in it, and I put some of my winter blankets, my extra blankets and comforters in there. So it really is good. And then my modern TV is sitting on the top of it. So I did get a few items. That was all I filmed, but I did get a few items on that trip to the Goodwill. I spent a total of $3.17. The item I would like to show you to start out with is this little green boot. I accentuate with the green and the yellow in my living room, so I've already added this to the green. Now this color green is more of the forest green, like Anchor Hawking did in the late 40s. So I don't think this is a green that glows. It doesn't remind me of it, but it blends well with my other Depression era uranium pieces. So for 99 cents, this one I am keeping. And I got 2 plates. On one of the dressers, there was some of the blue and white or the willow ware. I didn't look at it really good because it looked kind of newer. However, when I went down the aisle on the shelf, I found 2 old pieces. Oh, those are birds on there. The first blue and white one. Now, this was 99 cents. I did forgive this chip here. It's not glass. It's not the plaster. I just went blank. But it's not like it's going to be cracking. So I did forgive this one because look at the design on this. You've got the two birds facing each other. Here's this on the back. It's a Chinese octagon plate with the avian decoration. These were made between 1900 and 1940. And I did like the octagon shape on it. So let me put that away. The other piece I found was also blue and white. Lovely designs. Vivid color on the back. There's some writing, Oriental writing. Oh, Japanese writing. Because it was a Toyo, Japan. And this one is a lotus chrysanthemum is the pattern. So I thought these were really different. This one was $1.99, and so I did pick it up, and these will be offered eventually in the eBay store. So if you go to the About section on my YouTube channel, it will let you know the name that I'm using to resell these items on the eBay site. Now, a lot of times going to work to my regular job, this is just something extra that I enjoy, and there's a Goodwill on the way. I have to admit. So a lot of times I'm heading to work and gotta pull in here and take about 5-10 minutes. It's a smaller store. It's about 1,100 feet, which why is most of the time it's harder to film. There's not a very big houseware section. They put the carts out when the new items come out. They have people that sit there every day, and so they're trying to do carts at other times that they don't know because they were doing them certain times in the morning, and so people were just kind of hanging out. And anyway, so I will stop. So sometimes, and their stuff doesn't move real quick at this particular Goodwill. So one of the days, I'm going to show you 3 more items from this trip, and then I went to Habitat for Humanity to their restore and found 3 other items I'm going to show you. Absolutely gorgeous. This one doesn't have a marking on the bottom. However, I just thought it was a really fun kitschy piece to put out. Kind of brightens your day. See, like I like my flower coffee. What a great way to wake up, looking at the flowers in the morning instead of some blank coffee mug or something with an advertisement on it. So this is what I enjoy, and it starts your day out right. So I thought this was really cute. It was 99 cents, and excuse me while I have the coffee in my hand. Might as well take a little sip. So I thought that was really cute. And then the next item is a little canning jar, and it's in green. On the front it says Grandma Whedon's old-fashioned recipe canning jar. It was made in New Jersey. There is a copyright on the bottom, but I don't see a copyright number. So I thought that was really different. And it does seem to be an older piece from the wiring. There's the letters on the front. It's kind of hard to see because they're embossed. So, and the another day I'd gone into the Goodwill. Oh, by the way, this was how much? Oh, that was $2.99. But I said for $2.99 with a color like that you normally don't see. You'll see the clear, you see the blue from the early 1900s. So I said this green one's really cool. So $2.99, worth it to me. Another day I had stopped in, I found two. It's a gorgeous color. Absolutely gorgeous. I have to look these up. It has to me, it does have a Murano style to them. However, I don't know if it is Murano glass. It's got the controlled bubbles all the way down it. This one is in perfect shape. They were $2.99 a piece. $2.99 a piece. Now this one does have a little roughness right here. It's not sharp. There was a little piece chipped off. However, when you actually put them into the light fixture, obviously this is all going to be covered and you're not going to see anything. So this color purple is absolutely gorgeous. Reminds me of a peacock purple. So $2.99 a piece. I was surprised. See, this was when they changed the hours that they put the carts out. And these even made it off the cart and onto the shelves. So obviously the other ones who hang out there all the time were not there because these would not have been. These are absolutely exquisite. Now we're going to move to what I got at the Habitat for Humanity 3 store. On this trip, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, but I spent $62 in the restore. The last piece I will show you will explain why. Excuse me. I think it's this weather change. It was cool at night and now it's been super hot the last couple days. The first 2 items are kind of the same thing. I am going to keep these. They are some Christmas bulbs in their original packaging. I also like the packaging. You've got the poinsettias, there's a couple Christmas candles, and then you've got the really old Christmas bulbs in there. Little miniatures at the time. Here's another box. This is how they have them at the store, and I just kept everything on for now. For Christmas, I'll wrap it a little bit better. But I just like to even put these out on display. I don't put these little ones on the tree. I just put the boxes out. And it's a great way to show the decor. And then the ornaments just stay in the box, and there's no way that, I should say, that they could get broke. I guess they still could, but when you're not handling them and putting them up there, then chances are less likely. So these 2 items, again, I'm keeping for myself. This next item is a vase. What is this? Periwinkle. Periwinkle. Well, it's not really showing that here on the camera. It's looking a lot more blue. But actually, it's a periwinkle color. Yeah, no. It's getting kind of weird looking color when I hold it close to the camera. But it's got a ribbing all the way around it. This was this like 8 inches tall? Seven inches tall. It doesn't go flat across the top. One of the sides does go up a little bit more than the others. Seems to be a hand-blown piece, and it was made in Poland. So this will be listed on my eBay site. But I love the color. Great decor piece. Put some flowers in there. Just put the vase up. Beautiful, beautiful color. That would give a great impression to your decor. Here's another little vase that I found. This one is a lot more short and stout. And it's got hand-painted flowers that go all the way around. This was $3. A Vestal Alabaya in Portugal. And this was done in 1990. So, and there on the top, it's got the painting all the way around too. So I just thought nice bright colors for springtime, for summer. Put a little bouquet in it, or something artificial. Make a little spot on your side table. Are you ready? There's one more item that I am going to show you in this video. I have it separate in a box. Oh, I guess my shirt matches it. Oh, I just realized I had to work my wardrobe in to match the items I'm showing you today. Sorry. As you can tell, I love seeing all the different artisans' work that they do, because boy, oh boy. And I really do appreciate all of it. So, with no further ado, is this not absolutely a showstopper? Absolutely stunning. It is hand blown. Here's the panel mark on the bottom, but they did smooth the panel out. Boy, I'm kind of echoing. It is the ocean one. It's supposed to be the color of the water, Caribbean day, and then the sky. This thing is like 9 inches tall, and at the fattest part around, it is 1 foot 7 inches, 19 inches around. Absolutely stunning. Now, Dave Fetty from Fenton is the one who did the limited edition, the Caribbean line, or the Caribbean Day line. There was another shape that he had in one of the vessels he made for Fenton, and they were numbered on the bottom, and then he had a sticker that also went with it. Now, I guess he designed, or he figured out the formula to do this, because he would put various layers of colored crystal on top of the glass and then work them in to give it this effect. So and he is one of their most well-known glass blowers. He started with Blanco and then wound up going over to Fenton. Last year from Rosie's auction house, she did the Fenton convention down in Marietta, Ohio, right across the river from where the glass factories were at. And she had as a special guest Dave Fetty. George the Antique Nomad was there too. I got to meet him last year. It was about a year ago now. So Dave Fetty was there. He's, I guess, I want to say upper 80s. And he still blows glass. He has a studio that he works out of. Now, there is no signature or etching in the glass, but I really do believe that this is a Dave Fetty piece from that Caribbean Day line. So obviously Fenton has closed down, and there's an old schoolhouse that they use as a studio. They were going over there another day. I know the Antique Nomad, George, went over there, but I went up just for a night and then stayed the next day, and then went back home. So I wasn't able to go watch. That would have been really interesting to see him at work, and to see what he does with the glass. So I really think that this would be something hard to try to redo from another glass maker, unless they're top of the line glass maker. So I am attributing this to Dave Fetty in that same line. The colors, everything are the same. It's all hand blown. Same kind of thickness in the glass that he did with the other style vase that I've seen. And but Rosie or George, if you're out there and you happen to see the video, tell me what you think. I did mention it to you on one of George's videos, Rosie, and I said, I think I've got a Dave Fetty piece, and you wanted a picture, but so I'm giving you a video instead. But there it is. One more look. As you hold it up to the light, it's a lot more translucent. But the bottom of this matches the bottom of the other style that he has. And, excuse me, I just thought this was breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. You should be, oh, wait, you should be sipping a margarita. I feel like I should have my toes in the sand. And these are the colors that I would be seeing down in the Caribbean, looking in the water, looking up at the sky. So this is wonderful. And Dave Fetty is a wonderful glass blower. And it really was a pleasure to get to meet him and to hear him talk last year at the convention that down in Marietta for Fenton Week. There's a few Fenton conventions that go on that time. So if you are ever down, well, I shouldn't say that. If you can have your schedule open, it would be great to plan a trip down to Marietta, Ohio. There's a lot of antique stores down there. We went on a riverboat ride. Oh, you know, I should have some of that footage on my phone, but it was cool. We went on a riverboat ride. It was a couple hours long. They take you up and down, show you the different places. I forget the name of the hotel that the convention was at that Rosie had, but it was on a corner, and it kind of, it was wide on the one side, and when you got to the corner, it narrowed, and then all of their rooms were like rooms on a ship. So it looked like, well, that wouldn't be the galley, but the cabins. So I went up to my room. You open the little door that kind of went like that, just like if you were on a ship and you're heading into your cabin, and it was all the style of a ship's cabin. It was really cool how they did the hotel, and they had some historical information downstairs. They even had an old telephone booth. There was a model of one of the ships, I think it was. So it was really fun. And when they do it again, I would love to go back. And again, if you can make the time, take a little trip down that way, because that's where a lot of glassware and pottery was made. West Virginia, Ohio area, Pennsylvania, down on the river. It would be well worth it, and you would have just a wonderful time and learn a lot too about different glass companies and see how they did things. So it was really cool. But well, this is what spoke to me today when I saw this at Habitat for Humanity, and I was like, wow, I think that's something. I think that's something. But it was $45. But I said, oh my gosh, I really think that's something. So I think my instincts were good either way. But see, you never know what you're going to find. That's why it's a treasure hunt. That's why it's so much fun. So these are what spoke to me this time and what I happened to find, because you never know. And please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and you'll hit the bell, and you can be notified whenever there's a new video comes up to show our adventures. There's a lot of other things going on this summer that I will be filming. Hopefully I'll get to meet one of the other YouTubers, and she just messaged me today. So, excuse me. I think we're going to meet up at an antique show, and which will be nice. So, great community, and I guess we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Stay cool, everybody. See ya.